Aloha, and welcome to our new video series here at TAG that explores the artistic process of theater. Today I'm going to be talking to Derrick Brown, the director of Yellow Man, that's going to be running here at TAG from January 13th through February 5th. Let me ask you a couple technical questions. This play is really interesting because we only have two actors,
Right.
and they both play multiple characters.
Right.
That can be a very difficult thing for any actor, even the finest actors, to be able to make those good, sharp divisions between characters. What are you doing in order to help lead them down the road toward that work?
Well, I have them, the first is an understanding, because they have to play their own selves at different ages. They have to play their friends. They are taking on a wide range of roles. And for me, I have two of my four favorite actors here in Hawaii doing this because I was confident that they would be able to pull it off. Not only because they have gone through the experiences that the author is writing about, but because they are, and that's a given, but because they are, I know that they are able to negotiate or navigate around all the different roles that are called for. So we have to actually separate each role, have them remember that they're telling the story from the perspective of an adult, and then they have to slip back into when they were younger, then they have to play their friends who also have a part in the play. So it's tricky, it's hard. I have to listen and make sure that they differentiate between the main character and the character that the main character is talking about. So it's repetition. We have to keep doing it. I have to remind them, but it works out beautifully. And when we talk about, you hear actors say all the time, this allows me to explore my range. Mm-hmm. This allows them to explore their range.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
no doubt.
and people who come to the show, these are award-winning actors, and it doesn't matter that it's on a Hawaii scale. It doesn't matter. You'll see who Curtis Duncan and Wendy Pearson are.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
They are both fine
Yeah.
actors. But I wonder though, this is your set, this is pretty bare, ultimately.
Yeah, we decided to give everyone a tag day, a show off, and this is what it is. Thomas, we'll have some lightscapes around where we'll be using different cutouts of a city landscape. We'll be using colors to signify different things, but basically the actors have it. The actors have it.
That's what I was wondering.
There's no distractions, there's nothing to see. Watch the actors.
Watch the actors. The lights, is that going to also help show the movement of time between their younger years and as they get older?
Well,
or is that more set through the script?
It's more set through the script. The actors are the ones who portray you who are the ones who will let the audience know at what stage they are through their acting. Mm-hmm. You'll know when the younger Alma is here, you'll know when the older Alma is here, you'll be able to differentiate between their friends, because it's very important. They all feed off of each other. One has a friend who is constantly egging him on, telling him, man, yeah, watch them dark-skinned people. You know, they want to be light-skinned. They hate you because you're light, and he's an instigator. But it's a different character who grows up with them, and he has to differentiate. Both of them have to navigate that, and they do it successfully.
Oh, great. I'm really excited to see it. This is going to be a very powerful play. What, in general, attracted you to this particular show? From what I understand, you brought it to TAG a couple of years ago, yeah?
I did, yeah. Well, I try to do stuff that, as I said, I probably haven't really challenged myself yet as far as acting goes, because I do things that, I can relate to this. If you look at my skin, you can see I'm a dark-skinned man. I know all this stuff. I know all this. Even here in Hawaii, I mean, you just never get away from it. So again, I like to do things that I can relate to, that I always feel that what we do is an introspective look into our culture that people like. People outside of our culture, everything we do, I feel like is, wow, you know, it's like, almost like, is it really like that kind of thing? And that's what I want to bring people. You know, these are things that you wouldn't see out in the open with people on a daily basis. It's something, it would be a behind doors thing that people, so I was telling you, Brad had no idea that this existed, this like black disparity thing issue. But Filipinos here on this island, because they believe, you know, bleach cream in Asian culture is really big. They buy bleach cream to wipe themselves up. Now, I don't know why that is, but it lends to the overall, it lends to that overall mentality about that Eurocentric thing. White is right and anything else is not. It just does, because people want to be African American actors. Many African American actors, even now, are using bleaching cream to light themselves up.
Wow.
I mean, go figure. You would think that we got away from that, but Bob Marley told us, man, those chains are mental chains. And the physical chains have been gone for a while. But Harriet Tubman said, I freed thousands of slaves, and I could have freed thousands more if only they knew they were slaves.
If only they knew they were
And
slaves.
it's the same type of thing.
Yeah, mind over matter in some ways.
Right.
What turned you on about theater? You can tell me.
I love theater. I just love theater. People, women.
Ah,
I don't know what it is.
no?
It's something about, I don't know. I think I'm just a black hippie.
A black hippie. What do you mean by
Just
that?
free in the way I think.
Free, you feel freer in the theater? in that sense, or-
The people that I encounter are just like, when you're wearing the skin, you kind of end up having a chip on your shoulders sometime, for one thing or another. But the people that you encounter in theater, I don't know whether it's because of theater or just because of a personality. It's just that all that just disappears. You're just you. You know, you're just you. You're just a actor.
Yeah.
And I like that in this world. I just, you know, there's no pretense, and I just really, as soon as I walk out the door, you know, I gotta kind of put it on. I gotta strap up in the armor. And maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe there's a chip on my shoulder. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any of that when I'm around theater people in any aspect, at any theater I've ever worked at.
Oh, that's
Everyone's,
wonderful.
you know what I mean?
I do.
I just can't, I can't describe it, but that's just the way it is. That's the way I feel about it anyway.
Is there anything that turns you off about theater?
I can't think of anything that turns me off.
Late hours?
It's fun. I mean, I just never looked at that way. That's how I know that theater is my passion, because I don't mind. I have rehearsal at 6 o'clock, and I just come here and sit, because I enjoy being here. You know, I have work to do, so I bring my computer and stuff, and it just helps me to be in the house. I mean, I guess it's what I told you about people having, the people that I encounter in theater, to me it seems as if they don't have any pretense, so why wouldn't I want to come to their house?
That's nice. It is. I think that's about all, except that when I was doing my written interviews, I always ended with a bizarre question. And one of my favorite questions is this: if you were caught in an Escher painting, what might you do?
Can you tell me what the hell Escher means?
He's the artist that drew all those stairs and steps upside down. It's kind of like a crazy Hogwarts experience where everything moves around all the time.
So ask me the question again?
If you were stuck in an Escher painting, what would you do?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I would probably try to organize those stairways to lead somewhere. And it would be somewhere going up.
Well, you're a natural born director then.
So, I don't know. That's a bizarre question.
Well, that's what we try for here.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you too. So definitely come down to TAG to watch Yellow Man, directed by Derrick Brown. It starts on January 13th and it ends on February 5th,
That's
yeah?
right, yes.
You can get your tickets online, and of course there'll be more information for you at the blog and also at the website. I'm Rebecca McCarthy, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Aloha.
Aloha.